Hi everyone, it's me, Kaylin. So today, I thought that I would come on and show you guys my project pan. So it's quite literally a minis project pan with a very few exceptions. But I'm really focusing on mascaras and primers that I have received in subscription boxes, and most of them are minis. And so I just have an absurd amount. That I'm trying to get through, really focus on, because I have full-size primers, I have full-size mascaras. I'm going to show you my full-size mascaras, but not my full-size primers. And so these are really the ones that I've been focusing on using, just because they've been in my collection for longer, especially mascaras. They expire really quickly. You're supposed to rotate through them every 3 months. And all of these have been in my collection for much longer than 3 months. So I want to show you guys what I'm going to be doing. And I've already gone through one mini primer that I'm really excited about. So I'll talk about that when I'm there, and one mini mascara since starting this like last month. So without further ado, we will start on mascaras. Now I have 7 open mascaras, and then I have 5 unopened mascaras. So we're obviously focusing on the open ones first. We'll just start with one that I've been really focusing on currently, which is the Benefit Roller Lash. Again, this is the tiny little one, and it's really almost gone. I've been kind of had to scraping the sides to get it, but like that's what I have on my lashes today, and it's still working well. And I'm just trying to like really use it up. But I've had this one for a really long time. So I think probably within the next week or so I'll be able to say that like this one's 100% used up. So I'm excited about that. I've been pairing, this is fairly new. I got this within the last month or so. It's the CoverGirl Lash Blast Amplify Primer. So I've been kind of using it on some of these formulas that are a little bit drier, that like I just need a little bit help with. So yeah, I'm not really including this, but I am pairing it with a lot of these. Because some of them smudge on me, which I'm not 100% a fan of. But I learned a new trick recently on how to kind of counteract that. But going on with the minis, I think the next one that I'm going to focus on is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. And this one, I forgot what the brush looks like. Oh, this one's different. So the Benefit Roller Lash has like a curved one, where this is like a more standard cylinder looking. But I like this one. It's in the shade Super Black. So I think that's the next one that I'm going to be using. I have this Clinique High Impact Lash Elevating Mascara, which I think I've only used a handful of times, to be completely honest. Yeah, there feels like a lot in there. So this one has a tapered applicator with bristles. So I think it's gonna be Roller Lash that I'm currently working on. It's Superhero. I think this one's actually gonna be last because there's a lot in there, because I used the pure fully charged one for a while. This is the mascara powered by magnetic technology by Pure. I don't think, yeah, there's less in here. And this one just kind of still has the standard applicator. So that's kind of the order I'm gonna go in those with. And I got all of these. I was a member. Most of these I think I got in the Sephora Play Box. I was a member of that for a while, but I was also an Ipsy member for a while, and so I got a lot of mini mascaras through there. And then I was a BoxyCharm member, and that's where I got this next one, which is, and they do full-size products. And I got the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which isn't my favorite, to be completely honest. There's still a lot in here. It has like an hourglass, oh, I can't talk today. I'm sorry. It Has an hourglass shaped applicator, but it smudges really, really bad on me. So what I've been doing is pairing, so I put this on, because I like how my lashes look with it, but it, like after an hour, it's all on my lower lash line, and I hate that. So what I've been doing, and I really love this mascara, is putting the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara on top to like seal it in and to give just a little bit of extra volume. So I go in with like one-ish coats of this and then a coat of this, because I usually do like 2 coats. I haven't done like primer, Too Faced Better Than Sex, and CoverGirl. That seems like kind of a lot. Maybe I will. I just kind of want to see what that might do. And then the last one is this is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Waterproof in a brown. This is a black brown, is literally the shade name. So this is a brown mascara. The applicator looks like that. And this is the only brown applicator that I have. Brown mascara. My words today. I didn't show you guys the applicator on the Exhibitionist mascara. This is about to fall down. The Exhibitionist mascara, yeah, there's a lot in here, also has an hourglass shape. So those are the mascaras that I'm working on. I'm really, really close to being done with the roller lash. But the unopened ones that I have that I'm like want to try out are, I keep them in a little separate box so that I know which ones are open and which ones aren't. So the first one is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. I'm not going to open these to show you the applicators because I don't want them. This one is the NARS Climax mascara, which is like a 100-point perk on Sephora. This is the Bad Girl Bang mascara from Benefit. I have Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill mascara. And then the Sephora Lash Craft Big Volume mascara. So those are all the mascaras that I have. Trying to get through them. I'm really trying to cut down on my collection before I go to San Francisco. But we'll see what actually happens, because I really love makeup. I love collecting makeup. I love having options. I love different formulas, to see different brands, all that kind of stuff. So I will say that I semi-collect makeup, and I'm not ashamed of that. That's something that is my own thing, and I enjoy it, and I take great pride in my makeup collection. But these minis just don't get me super excited. Really, it's like things, I don't feel the need to collect mascaras or necessarily primers, because I feel like those can be consumed much faster than, say, like an eyeshadow palette. So I really just want to find like 1 or 2 really spectacular formulas and then repurchase those over and over again, and, you know, throw in a new one every once in a while, but not necessarily have over 10 mini mascaras, because I don't need that. And that's something that doesn't necessarily make me really happy about my collection. So those are mascaras. Now we'll move on to primers. I forgot to mention, I have successfully gone through an Ico mascara. It's the Ico Awake mascara. I wrote it down somewhere, but that was a mini and I went through it completely. So for primers, I'm going to start it off with the one that I've actually gone through, and it's this Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer with coconut water, probiotic based ingredients, and skin revivers. So this one was really nice. I don't think I'll necessarily repurchase it. Like, I didn't do anything spectacular for my skin. Really, my favorite primers are the ones that I have in full size. So I don't know if I'll necessarily repurchase any of these mini primers, but this one was nice. It was very hydrating, which was kind of nice, but I guess it was a little bit watery. Like, I wish it was a little, like, had a little bit more oomph to it for hydration. So I felt like it was okay, and I'm glad I only had this many of it. And it's very fragrant, like it smells like coconut. But yes, I have successfully gone through this, so it's in my empties. I'm about to go through a few different products, like in a few different categories of things. So I'm thinking of doing an empties video at some point soon, so I'm just kind of collecting them over here. The next is, I have 2 of these. I think I got these in Ipsy bags. It's the H2O Plus Oasis Ultra Hydrating Cream. So I think these can be either, I dropped it, moisturizers or primers, and I've been using them as a primer. They've kind of always, I've always thought of them as primers, so I've never put them into my skincare. But these are really nice. It's kind of like almost, it's between a gel and a cream formula, and it feels really nice. But I feel like one of them is kind of separated, so I have to shake it a lot before I use it. I am so close to being done with this L'Oreal Gold Radiance Concentrate with Pure Gold primer. It has a little pump, and I have to make sure that it doesn't sit on its side at all, because then I can't get anything out of here. But I'm very, very close to being done with this one. And this one, to be completely honest, I feel like it really doesn't do anything for me. But sometimes I just feel kind of bougie putting it on, to be completely honest. So this has been fun to have in my collection. I think I got a Sephora luxury bag once, and this was in there. I think this and the Giorgio Armani mascara were both in there. Yeah, this one hasn't really like been mind-blowing, but it's been fine, and it's kind of fun to use, to be like, let's put some gold on my face. So there's that one. This is the one that I used today. It's the Becca First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh. This one smells kind of lemony, which is kind of nice. And it comes out the color of this tube, which is interesting, and then you just kind of rub it all over your face, and it definitely gives you a glow, which is nice. I just say this is one that I would actually consider repurchasing. I've heard really good things about other, like I feel like they have one called the Backlight Primer, but I might be mixing that up with something else. But I've considered other ones, but I think I'm more intrigued with the Ofra primers than the Becca primers. So, but at some point soon I'll do like a whole collection tour, and you guys will see how much I don't need new primers. So that's this one. Some of these have like a lot of air in it, so it's really hard to tell, and I'm trying to keep them standing when I can so that like I have good access to it. But I'm for sure below the half point in almost all of these. This one I think I also got in an Ipsy bag. This is a Yensa Color and Face Tone Up Primer Essential Glow. So this is like a color correcting glowy primer that feels a little puttyish. And it's nice. It's not anything super spectacular, but it's fine. I have 2 from Benefit. I have this, is the regular Professional primer, pore filling primer, and then I haven't, like, it's half the size of the Pearl primer. So this one is pore filling and luminizing, and to be honest, I don't particularly enjoy these primers, which is why I think these have the most in it of all of them. I don't have super enlarged pores, so it's not really a concern that I have. And 2, they're so silicone-y that like I just feel like things just kind of like wipe off my face really, really easily. So I need to kind of figure out how to use them. And like I have the e.l.f. Pore Putty, the one that like broke the internet as a Tatcha dupe. Yeah, the Poreless Putty Primer. I have this one, and I, to be completely honest, like it more than these ones. And I have 2, like, I have the Touch and Soul No Pore Bloom ones, So these ones just aren't my favorite. I know that they're like called classics, but I just don't get excited about them. Then I have this First Aid Beauty Coconut Water Cream. And I really do like this one actually. This is one that I would consider repurchasing. I really do like hydrating primers just because like as an oily skin type, you actually want to like really hydrate well and then set well. So like you kind of need to do both. You don't necessarily want like mattifying primer, mattifying foundation, mattifying powder, and then mattifying spray. Like you just looked like that's not a look that I particularly go for. And it can really just suck all the moisture out of your skin, and that's not what you want either. Like that'll ultimately end up in an overproduction of oil. So you want to hydrate well, and so I try to do that in both my skincare routine and my priming routine. And the last primer that I have is this Glam Glow Glow Starter Mega Illuminating moisturizer, and it's a nude glow. So I don't know if they have different shades in this, but this is also it's nice. It's really glowy from what I remember using it. I've only used it a few times. So those are all of my mini primers. I've been rotating through them, to be completely honest. Trying to focus on a few, but there's so little in all of them that I feel like it's gonna be fine. So I don't have necessarily a particular like order that I'm going to complete them in, like my mascaras. But those are all the primers, and I'm really trying to get them all used up by August. So it means I should be putting on more makeup, is really what it means. And hopefully making these videos for all of you will help encourage me to do that more, because I really do enjoy putting on makeup. I just sometimes feel like there's no point in it, or I'm not inspired, or I'm like, but I'm just gonna be sitting around. So yeah, I hope you all have a lovely day, and I hope this was semi-entertaining. Let me know if you guys are doing any sort of project pan. I know I'm late to the game on this, but kind of once I realized the fact that I was moving in August made me be like, okay, like I need to figure out my collection and get it to a point where I'm happy with it. Like everyone, when you say like under control, that's all relative to what you think control should be. So my goal is to get my collection to where I want it to be, to purge a little bit. Like I personally have too many lipsticks. I know that. I don't wear lipstick a lot. I find it to be really high maintenance and kind of irritating. So I have a few that like I really go to regularly, but I have almost 3 acrylic trays full of lipsticks, and that's too many for me personally. So I'm gonna be seeing if any of my family or friends want some soon. So we'll see. Maybe there'll be some declutters coming up in my future. So I hope you all have a lovely day, and I will see you in my next video.